See if we can get out here without dying. Oh, look at the moon. The moon is full and it's like behind the clouds. Why is my key not working? There we go, finally. I was hitting the button, but it wasn't working. What is that? There's something else up here. Like, what's this purple thing right here? I don't know what that is, actually. It's cloudy. I don't think it's a star. I have no clue what that is. Could be the missile that ends our lives. Who knows? Anyway, we're down here and kind of, I guess, I think this is Chandler. I don't actually know. It might be Abatuki foothills. I'm not sure exactly where we're at, but this is where the Sam's Club is. That's all I know. We're in the shopping center where Sam's Club is, but it's way on the other end over there. We decided to park over here by REI Co-op, Recreation Equipment Incorporated. I don't know. I just decided to park way over here because there's not really anybody in line over there at the Sam's Club. I don't imagine this being a very long walk, but we'll see. I'll keep an eye on whatever this purple thing in the sky is. It's actually kind of weird. Is it somebody laser projecting something onto the clouds or what? I don't think it's anything that pokes through the clouds. But whatever it is, it's pretty bright. Anyway, we're in the middle of a parking lot of the REI Co-op. We have Lamps Plus over there. This is a relatively newer shopping center. It's been here for a while, but many stores over here have come and gone. But REI, World Market, and Boot Barn have been here a while. And opened up a couple years ago, I think right around the pandemic time. We have Sportsman's Warehouse, which is kind of like a store for, it's like a sporting goods store. It's kind of weird that they put that there because you have REI over here, which is essentially like the same type of store. But in REI, I don't think you can buy guns and stuff. You can buy guns and ammo in there. So that's some of the differences on that. Looks like there's still plenty of people working in Sam's Club. It's a little windy over here, so hopefully the audio comes through. It's been a while since we've done a late night walk, although it's not as late tonight. It's only 10:10 p.m. right now. Did some early work today and got out early, so that's kind of nice. Alright, looking at the purple thing in the sky again. It's still there, whatever it is. Over here you have the Tesla charging station. This is relatively new. Or they have supercharger thingies. I don't think this is the DC fast charge. I'm not sure what it is. They don't look like that one though. I think they're just general charging. Alright, we passed Sportsman's Warehouse, which is all locked up because it's nighttime. And here we are at the Sam's Club. This Sam's Club is one of my favorite Sam's Clubs because I think it's the only one in Arizona that has the car wash attached to it. We've done a couple videos now at the car wash, which is over there, which we might walk around over by in a little bit. But right now we're kind of doing our overview walkthrough of the area. I smell barbecue. There's a couple good barbecue places down the road that way, but they're pretty far. That's weird. I guess with the air moving, it carries the smell a little farther. Smells like maybe they're smoking some meats. Sam's Club. For anyone that doesn't know what a Sam's Club is, it's almost like a Costco. which is like a giant warehouse store. They usually sell larger bulk food items, but Sam's Club and Costco have been catering more and more towards just like your everyday person. Back when Costco was called Price Club, it was more like a business sort of place. Like you go there to get really large tubs of mayonnaise and stuff like that. Like they sell like restaurant style kind of stuff, like industrial big tubs of things. Many of these places have stopped kind of selling that. You can still kind of get the feeling of what it was like back in those days, which was like the early 90s, by going to a business Costco. Costco Business Center is just like what Costco used to be like, or Price Club, before they rebranded the name. Over here we got Home Depot. Home Depot's actually lit up pretty well at night. Our purple thing is still in the sky in the same exact spot. I have no clue what that is. Looks like all the Home Depot employees are getting off work. Right now it smells like garden plants, or like fertilizer. Definitely pretty well lit at night. Now hiring. Many of the home improvement stores like these are really suffering right now. Just because nobody really has a home anymore. And nobody has the money to improve it. Purple thing is still in the sky. I'm really curious what that thing is. Now we're gonna walk over to the Sam's Club gas station, which for some reason is in the Home Depot parking lot kind of thing. But this is the one where the car wash is. If we have enough time, which we might, we've been only going for 7 minutes, I might cross the street so we can kind of walk by the ice den / the other fancier shopping center across the way. I forget to check to see if this shopping center has a name or not. I've always just known it as the Sam's Club shopping center because that's kind of the biggest thing I come over here for. Over here you have the Sam's Club gas pumps. If you purchase gas through over here, you can actually add on a car wash, and I believe it's $7 still to add you a Works car wash, which gets you all the different soaps and things that they do. And it's probably one of the better deals of car washes here in Arizona. Problem is that there's only one in the whole state, I think, unless they've recently built one and added one of these on, but I haven't been aware of any. And that's the car wash. Costco has a car wash too, but it's way up in Scottsdale. It's a pretty far away from me. Probably take us almost 45 minutes to get there. Way up in North Scottsdale. Kind of the ritzy part of town. I don't know if there's a crosswalk over here, but we might just kind of hoof it across. Just to kind of go take a look at the outside of the ice tent. It's weird having an ice den in Arizona, but this is actually an ice skating rink. So in the middle of the desert, you have an ice skating rink. which they do like hockey tournaments and stuff here. And at one point, I think it was heavily sponsored by the Arizona Coyotes, or Phoenix Coyotes, whatever they are. But I don't believe we have that team anymore. I think they got sold off to Nevada because they had really low attendance. Less than like 12,000 people a game or something like that. I think it was down to like 4,000 or 5,000 at one point, which it's just not profitable. Nobody in Arizona wants to see ice skating and ice hockey. It did have its devoted fans, but for the most part, in my entire existence over here in Arizona, I've maybe gone to less than 5 games, and none of those we paid to go to. Like, we always won some sort of tickets or won some sort of radio giveaway or stuff like that to go to it. Or other friends had it and they're like, do you want to go? We can't make it. I forgot what the name of this place was before they rebranded it to the Ice Den, because it used to be named another ice thing. Oh yeah, we are in Chandler. This confirms it. We're like right on the edge of multiple cities, so that's where I didn't know where we're at. So it's kind of like, it's hard to tell what exists where. I've not been into this ice rink. I've only gone ice skating maybe 10 times or less in my entire life. I am not good at skating at all. And I've ended on my rear end every single time. The last time I was on it, I think it was like 13 or 14. And I hurt myself so bad that I couldn't walk well for a while. Oh, wow, you can actually see a lot further in there than I was expecting. And there's actually people in there. Usually they have like a buffer area for like parties and stuff, and then inside there they have the cold area. Smells like a hockey rink, all right. It's kind of hard to explain what the smell smells like. It's a mixture of musty leather and like stale ice. We're gonna keep going over this way. Not exactly a crosswalk, but I'm just gonna walk it. Probably not the best thing to feel myself jaywalking, but there ain't no one over here at 10:30 at night. Let's see what we got next. So we're starting to enter the fancy shopping center, which I don't see has a name. Of course, we didn't come down the opening of the main area. This is kind of the side entrance. But right here we have a trampoline super park. So this is like a indoor kids center, which you can kind of see on the walls up there. It has slides and stuff and trampolines, and it's like an action park, I think is what they call it. It's reminiscent of the old Discovery Zone. So for my era back in the 90s, Slick City Action Park, we used to have something called Discovery Zone. Very similar in vein to this, but this is probably a little more extreme / safer. Discovery Zone was kind of like almost like an indoor McDonald's play place. But the whole thing was geared towards that and not made to be a restaurant. Here you have hobby action. This place is actually pretty cool. So in the front part here is a store, which is just like a normal, you know, hobby store. But on the inside behind it, there's an entire dirt racetrack. You can kind of maybe see it, I don't know. I don't want to get too close to the doors to cause any alarms to happen. This place, more of these places have been popping up recently. I'm not exactly sure what it is. Sports entertainment. It looks like there's indoor batting cages, arcades. It's what I think it is kind of like a Dave & Buster's / main event, which kind of has like actiony things. You might be able to do like axe throwing and stuff in there too, but I don't know for certain if that's the case. But it looks interesting. I've never been into that place. Moving on to the next part here. We got a car coming, so I gotta kind of move a little faster here. Alright, so this is more the fancier side of Chandler. And the stores and restaurants around here are going to be a little more upscale. It's not like super high end or anything, but there is a Fleming's over here, which is sort of a higher end, fancier. I think it's a steakhouse and a wine bar is what it says on there. You got European wax, Flower Child, healthy, happy food world. This is the Casa Paloma shopping center. It's a little bit about what they got here on the maps. I'll kind of walk out in the parking lot so we can get a better view from the thing. While it is nice to walk into the sidewalks of the shopping center, you get kind of a better view outside of it. And plus there's less likelihood of people questioning me what I'm doing, because I do look a little suspicious with all this stuff on and these fluffs in my ear. Here we have the Ulta Beauty Store. These places are real popular with the ladies. Smells like tavern pizza. It's probably going to be BJ's over here. You have Pottery Barn, which is kind of like fancy furniture. It's kind of real expensive stuff though. At least it's not like super expensive, but it's more than I would want to spend. I wouldn't want to spend $3,000 on a sofa or anything like that. Williams Sonoma. This place is pretty cool. Cooking and chef store. They seem to come and go. I don't know. I see them for a while and then usually they move or leave. But they're always all around the valley. Coffin and Trout Fine Jewelers and the Rolex store. As I said earlier, this is more of a fancier upscale place. Kind of hear some recorded piano music. Hopefully I'm far enough away to prevent a copyright flag. The YouTube copyright system has been really stupid lately. Just remember to look up at the sky and our purple streak is still up there. My last video at the dentist, the whole video got copyright flagged because there was like 20 seconds of like the Eagles playing in the background and you can't even really hear it, but for some reason it really hit on it. Here we have Grimaldi's. It's one of the premier places that's really celebrated. If you come to the airport or something like that, you'll see signs for this place all over. It's a pizza place. They specialize in margarita pizza, I believe, which they use a very hot wood-fired oven to make pretty good pizza. It's just a little spendy though. It definitely beats the socks off of any like chain pizza restaurant, like Little Caesars or Pizza Hut. Cold Stone Creamery. I'm actually surprised they're not open later. Bath and Body Works. What kind of mid-scale, upper-scale place would not have one of those? They celebrate by using soaps and stuff. And it always smells really fruity, like I can even smell it right now. Bassett Home Furnishings. Another place similar to Pottery Barn, but more furniture focused. I think Pottery Barn has more like smaller stuff in it, like sofa cushions and things. Shandy's Candies. Lash Studio. And Pearl Vision. Next we have Roadrunner Sports, which is like a running shoe store. And then we have AJ's Fine Foods. This is more of an upscale grocery store. So it's like any other regular grocery store, but they have a lot more artisan goods in it. They've got good stuff in there. They're also known for their wine cellar. Like if you're wanting to buy wines and stuff, you'd want to go to a place like this. I'm smelling some wood burning. It doesn't smell bad wood, like mesquite. AJ's Fine Foods. I believe that they're a subsidiary of the Bash's Corporation. They're owned by Bash's. There's not very many of them in Arizona, and usually they tend to find themselves in the more upscale places. The Joint Chiropractic, and last but not least, but Golf Tech. Golf Tech, I think, is like a more science-oriented place for golfing, so you can kind of measure your swing, and they give you like computerized stuff. We're awfully close to this piano music, so to try to avoid copyright, we're gonna head back now. This is actually the last store that's in this stretch of area, so we can probably head back safely and finish off our video. It's annoying recording around places like this because they tend to pipe copyrighted music out as you're like walking around and stuff, which makes it very frustrating when you're trying to do video work or stuff like this. I guess it's a good deterrent for keeping people away that are doing stuff like what I'm doing. But I don't know. I try to do my video work at times which don't inconvenience anybody and stay out of people's ways. Because imagine if I did this during the day when this parking lot's all full. It'd be pretty hard to get around and avoid getting people in there. And I like doing stuff at night because I don't have to like control my voice or pretend like I'm acting normal. I can just kind of be myself while out. This place is relatively new, recently opened up. Don't know anything about it. J. Alexander's Kitchen and Bar. I don't know what type of food they have in there. I don't know, is it a sit-down restaurant or more of a take-and-go place? I guess we can walk up to it, kind of. Seeing as we see in the shopping center, you know, its fancy glory. You know, we still haven't found our marquee image yet. Usually I don't like to find a good still shot and take and use that as our marquee for the video to kind of show off and attract you guys that are looking into seeing a video that we have. Not sure exactly what they still make here. Looks like that there's more of a bar than anything. There's a lot of people running around in there, but it doesn't look like there's many people out here. Oh. The rocks look freshly combed, so I'm not gonna walk on them because it looks like somebody took great care to keep them up. Some of the restaurants we have here, apparently there's a Z Tejas somewhere. I don't know where that's at. I don't think we saw that. A new place that they opened across the street is the Portillo's Hot Dogs. There's not very many of these in Arizona right now. The big one is over at the Tempe Marketplace. There's a lot of people over here at BJ, so we're going to kind of take a detour around it. As my intention is not to get any copyrighted music or people that don't want to be in the video. It's easier and better to just stay away. Our purple streak is still in the sky. Somebody must have like a laser projector pointing into the sky or something. Whatever it is, it's purple. It's actually kind of clever if it's some sort of advertisement. That actually would be kind of cool. I kind of wonder why somebody hasn't figured out how to project something onto the moon yet. Put an ad on the moon. Similar to that Will Smith movie Hancock, I think it is, where he's like a superhero. And then they had the guy from Arrested Development be like his PR partner and to try to fix his image. And he's like I forgot what it was. He's like a charity manager or something like that. And he got Hancock, which is the superhero, to fly up to the moon and like paint that logo onto the moon. Spoiler alert. Got various different food smells here. Smells more like grill stuff. Like stuff that would be made on a griddle. Maybe hamburgers and things. You know, I didn't see any Z Tejas. Maybe I passed it and I just didn't notice. It could be that place in the corner, but that looks like it's still getting built. I don't think that's it. And these buildings sure do look fancy at night. Much better than some of the places that we've done. Alright, well, we've been going for almost 30 minutes now. I'm going to see if we can get back to the car. Finish this video off. cool being able to listen to the wind kind of whooshing by your ears. And you got all the different types of crickets that are out. Oh, it looks like they got basketball things in the sports center. Longhorn Steakhouse. Perfect Dose. I don't know what that is. It's across the street. Ain't no one coming, so let's go. If this was during the day, you definitely wouldn't be able to walk across the street here because cars are constantly coming in and out, going to Home Depot and Sam's Club. But at this late hour, nobody's here, which makes it easy to make a video. Can we walk this way, maybe? We'll see. Maybe we can get closer to figure out what Perfect Dose is. You got Lamps Plus. Weird thing about Lamps Plus is I've only purchased things once there, and then while they are like completing your purchase, you can enroll into like their rewards program. They send me like so many spam advertisements every week. Lamps Plus, Lamps Plus. It's like, geez, how many lamps are people buying? I can maybe understand like a couple of a year, but who's coming to Lamps Plus every week that they need to send out a promotional email saying come to our store and buy stuff? It's a very specialized store that you pretty much are only going to go through maybe a couple times in your lifetime, maybe when you're switching out your lamp things, light fixtures. I thought that there was an Orange Theory Fitness over here. Oh, there is. It's right there. It's one of those weird like workout places. Perfect Dose's windows are all wrapped in plastic, like they might be painting. Oh, they're painting this whole fascia here. They got everything like wrapped off and stuff. I'm thinking maybe this is some sort of, it says eyelash and waxing, wine and beer. It's kind of a weird combination. Now open, but not really. If you ever go in this store, it's always like 30 degrees warmer inside there than it is outside, because all these lights that they have on for demonstrational purposes. It's kind of weird they don't turn them all off. There's still several that are still on. Most lights nowadays are LED, but still, even that's got to be a lot of power. Alright, well, we kind of made the loop all the way back around. My knees hurting. Did too much standing around and walking today, and the wind is starting to pick up. Now that the clouds are cleared up, the purple thing is gone. I don't see it. So whatever it is must be projecting onto the clouds. Uh-oh. We have the street sweeper. We're gonna have to get out of here quick. He's gonna clean out the parking lot. This shopping center is definitely a lot safer at night than some of the other ones that I've been to. I haven't been to any really sketchy or dangerous ones yet, but you know, some of the places in Tempe and Mesa that we go to, we see homeless populations kind of just sleeping outside the shops. We didn't see that much here. Alright, let me try to put the keys in here so I don't drop them on the floor. I'm trying to see where this car thingy is. Alright, so that's our video for the week. We did some walking around at night, which we haven't done in a while actually. I wasn't able to get out this weekend to kind of get some videos of some stuff. Of course, the car driving right by me here. But yeah, we'll try to find some more exciting, fancy stuff to kind of go record and see if I can get out this weekend. Try to find something new and exciting to record. Hopefully you guys like last week's video with the dentist. Well, I'll see you guys next week. Enjoy the video. Leave likes, comments, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next week for some more binaural recording sights and sound with me, your host Dan. Have a good one.